welcome back, boys. To those of you who are tuning in, it's actually the second episode because the first one we did last week failed. So we're gonna have to basically redo everything. Um, so we are back here. We're still it's still toss up on the name. Either the Yap Sesh, right, Ev, or hanging with the boys. So maybe we'll put a poll down in the first episode to see what people like more. But this is the crew that we're gonna be having for most of the episodes. Hopefully we get some guests eventually. But I'm Charlie. This is Ev out here in the flannel, and then in the hat over here is Daniel. I don't know, just a little bit about us. We grown up together since seventh grade. It's been a minute.
Kind of. Well, the three of us anyway, me and Evander have known each other since like fourth grade.
For real. Shout out to Vanilla Wafers.
Yeah, that's what brought our bonding together.
For real. But yeah. And so, I mean, we thought of hanging out with the boys because we do this anyways, and we're just like, fuck it, start a podcast.
Yeah, we're always arguing and fucking.
I know, might as well make it entertainment for y'all. So, that's where we're at. Ev, how are we feeling? Episode 2, but episode 1 at the same time.
I feel great. I'm glad I have Daniel here. It would be better with him, a trio more than just 2 people.
For real.
So should get back on track.
It's more laughs. Because me and Ev, when we did it last week, it was a lot more like kind of serious a little bit. But I think when it's 3 people, it brings a good little like.
Oh, yeah, especially when the 2 of us are fucking always arguing on the Eagles and Cowboys.
Yeah, so
some heated discussions that don't get recorded.
For real, yeah. So that's why we're like, record it, see what people think about it. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a Steelers fan. Ev over here likes the Eagles, and Daniel over here loves them boys. So
unfortunately, this year we're not. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah,
I really don't.
For real, I think that's the entire area of Dallas at the moment. So we're gonna dive into the NFL, but first off, Daniel, who is a Dodger fan, I'm an Angels fan. Ev's a Philly fan. MLB just wrapped up. How are we feeling? Okay. Dodgers crowned World Series champs.
Yeah, I'm excited. Finally, I get to see at least one of my teams win a world championship, I guess, if you want to call it that, or championship in general.
It is, yeah. It's a world championship. All the best players from around the world come to play in the MLB. Shohei Ohtani immediately leaves, immediately gets a ring. Mm-hmm. Freddie Freeman, absolute clutch man.
Definitely deserve the MVP.
Oh, yeah. Home run in 6 straight World Series games. Elite.
Some crazy shit.
I know. So, Ev, I know you had a discussion with your boss about how she feel about the Yankees. And I know you're not the biggest baseball guy, but you had to give her shit because, fuck them Yankees.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out my boy Mike, who's probably listening, so fuck them Yankees.
For real. Fuck them Yankees.
For real.
At least we're all on the same page about this because there's a lot of sports takes you guys are going to see on this
that we don't
agree on. A lot of it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. But it's all jokes, it's all love because
it is.
It's not all jokes. Sometimes you guys get a little delusional, but so do I.
Yeah. Well, it's a fair balance of takes versus delusion. You'll see it. It's kind of clear.
And you guys definitely might think we hate each other based on the way we talk to each other, and it's all love at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, no matter what was said, it's all love. Yep. So if eventually we get comments, so do these guys just really hate each other? Well, during the football season, yes. Yep. But
even some basketball season or during the basketball season, especially you being a Steelers fan, me and Evander can on the same page with.
You mean Celtics?
Or the Celtics, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a Celtics fan. Rail is a
Suns fan.
And when you hear us say Rail, we're referring to Daniel. That's his given nickname. So and Ev is short for Evander. So if you're kind of thinking who the fuck is Rail, it's
or Ev.
Yeah.
Or even sometimes you may occasionally hear the word Warrels. That's Charlie's nickname. I don't know where it came from.
It came from He Who Must Not Be Named. Hey, we're not bringing it up.
Yep.
Okay, we're moving forward.
Positive vibes, no.
For real, yeah. So just to get you a little, get to know us. Because a lot of people that might be listening have known who we are and what we like to do. But for when we get some new followers, they'll know where it all started and started right here.
Yep, most definitely.
Yeah. So we kind of dove in MLB, Dodgers crowned World Series. Brings a lot of questions for the Yankees. The way they fucking sold that absolute dog shit fifth inning. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch that fifth inning of that game where they
did.
gave up 5 runs?
Yeah, I did. It was the top of the 5th inning, and Mookie Betts had come up to bat. Or actually, no, before that, I think it was Otani, and they struck him out. That pitcher was doing excellent, actually.
Yeah, Garrett Cole.
He had 6 straight strikeouts, and then he came in. Oh, no, and then after he struck out Otani, then I think Betts came in, and he had that,
I,
think,
That
single
fly to
hit.
center?
Yeah.
I really think the game switched is when Aaron Judge dropped that fly ball.
Oh,
And
dude.
Not just that, but when they didn't have the first baseman.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
that
I
was
saw that play,
horrible.
and
I
I'm
was
like, bro, like the way Rizzo went to field it, he was automatically assuming Garrett Cole would go cover.
Mhm.
Which, when you're taught as a pitcher, when the first baseman has to move to the right and away from the bag, you go cover.
Mhm.
And I don't know what the fuck Garrett Cole is thinking, but Garrett Cole gets absolutely fucking owned in the playoffs, except for when he was on the Astros, big surprise. But I think it was a managerial problem the whole year. Like, they would pull relievers or leave them in too long, Aaron Boone. So that leaves a lot of questions for the Yankees, but there's not a whole lot to talk about as far as baseball. So we're going to just immediately transition over into the NFL. So, all right, what week are we in, Ev? 9?
Yeah, we're in week 9.
Week 9. So right now, as of this moment, it's Thursday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Last we checked, halftime was Texans-Jets. The Texans were up 7-0, so we don't know where that's going. We'll have Ev check right now in a minute. But I think all three of us, right, we all had the Texans winning.
Yeah, we
Right.
did. That's definitely gonna be an interesting game. I mean, now with Stephon Diggs with the torn ACL, yet again, we're not gonna be able to see that Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Diggs matchup.
Oh, yeah, because he tore his ACL. I saw he was placed on IR in his season ending. I didn't see what happened or what injury it was, but he tore his ACL.
Pretty sure it was a torn
Okay.
ACL. That's what I've.
Yeah, he tore it.
Yeah, that's tough for the Texans, especially losing Nico Collins
Mhm.
and
Well,
also losing Stephon Diggs. But they do get Nico Collins back,
Yeah.
and Tank Dell's really good. Robert Woods is an okay replacement at his age. You know, he was good like 3 or 4 years ago, but for the moment, it's enough to get the job done, knowing you're going to get Nico Collins back.
The Texans will be fine.
Yeah, they
They
really
re-
have a lot of talent. As much as I hate to admit it, because I'm a Dallas fan, and you know how that goes between the two teams in Texas. But at the end of the day, I gotta give my respect where it's due.
For real. But yeah, the fall off of the Jets kind of needs to be studied a little bit. They were the most overhyped team. They got 3 primetime games, and they've shit the bed in 2 of the 3. Well, no, they beat the fucking Patriots, but that's kind of a garbage matchup. And then they lost to the Patriots on Sunday, and it's just not been good matchups. They get blown out by the Steelers, and then we don't know now what's gonna happen with the rest of the game. What's the score of that game?
It's 10-7 right now.
Texans.
Texans.
All right.
But the Jets are driving.
Okay, so maybe we look like fools at the end of the day if they win by the end of the pod, but we'll have that update at the end. So going in, the Eagles lead the division. No, the Commanders
Commanders
lead
do.
the division.
Surprisingly, I don't know how, but
Fuck the Commanders, by
Yep.
the way.
Why are we hating on the Commanders? They've just come out of nowhere. It's not like they haven't been talked about. Why?
Well, I've always hated the Commanders
Okay. Why?
because they're in our division. I've never liked them ever since like fucking 2016 when Kirk Cousins would just fucking kill us, bro. They would piss me off, and especially because they took Deshaun Jackson from us. Some salt in the wound. Even though that was like 10 years ago, it still hurts me as a fan.
For real.
The Chip Kelly era was a heartbreaking era for all us Eagle fans. The PA was in shambles.
Well,
But
Eastern PA was in shambles.
yeah, you guys were always good in the early
Yeah.
2010s, so
Yeah.
can't really talk about that.
No, but I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
that's just it rubs you the wrong way a little bit.
Yeah,
But
and about the Commanders, I just don't know. I've always didn't like them. They always play us tough.
and their fans can always be toxic as fuck, no matter how quiet they are, because of course they've sucked in the last previous years.
for real.
But that deep down they can be asshole fans.
Really? Okay. Kind of weird.
And their
coming from a
fucking
Cowboy
stadium
fan.
shit.
Their stadium is shit, and it's notorious
Hey.
for fucking over a lot of players.
It almost hurt my QB1. Shout out Jalen Hurts.
Ha!
I
Forgot
mean,
about that.
coming from a Cowboys fan, I can say some Cowboy fans are ruthless. One thing I don't agree on is how much they can switch up on the team when they're not doing that great. Like to me, if you're gonna be a fan of a team, ride with them no matter what. Like I'm never gonna switch on the Cowboys. I'm never gonna hate on them. Yes, I can agree that they're ass at times, like they are now. But you're never gonna see me dissing on my team or going ape shit because fucking we
True.
lose a game.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I feel like there's some games where you like can righteously go ape shit.
Mhm.
But speaking of the Cowboys and the Eagles, next week we are going to be out of town, so we're not sure if we're going to put out an episode or not. But for next week, maybe we'll record Wednesday night or
Yeah.
some shit like
Or
that,
when we come back and just give.
or like a
update
recap
on
of the
our
trip.
trip.
Yeah, maybe we can do that Monday, but that's in the future. But maybe we could break down just that game at the very end, just because we're going and it's the both of y'all. So,
Mhm.
but kicking off, we're gonna go to the 1 o'clock slate. We're gonna start with the Cowboys and the Falcons.
Daniel, I got a question for you, my man.
What's up, bro?
Uh,
Send all the questions you got.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have answers for.
I know you've told me before, especially before this podcast. What are your what is your dream scenario for the Cowboys right now? Because there's been a lot of scenarios about Cowboy fans, either take or try to get healthy, go into the playoffs, get healthy.
Mhm.
What is your stance on that?
Well, right now I don't think there's a whole lot that we can do this season. Like
Yeah.
at this point, I mean,
Even when
it's
you
only
get
week
healthy?
9. Yeah, even when we get healthy, I mean that only brings back Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Deron Black is gonna make Deron Bland, excuse me, he's gonna make.
Oh yeah, see, this is like the like one look, so it'll just ruin a serious moment. But I think that's funny.
There was no pun intended.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
So Deron Bland.
Deron Bland, yes, is going to be making his season debut this Sunday against the Falcons. Hopefully, that's what they're saying. This time, it's actually for real. But even with those key players coming back, I still don't see there being a whole lot that we can have get done this season. My expectations and hope is that we just, like I told you guys earlier, I hope this upcoming Dallas trip, of course, is going to be our trip. It's going to be Cowboys and Eagles, and of course, going and watching my team play at home against a division rivalry, especially against you, who talk so much shit about the Cowboys, which I can't say nothing about this year because the Eagles are good. I can't say nothing. But I just hope that I can see the Cowboys beat the Eagles at home while I'm there, especially for as much money that we paid for that game. But after that, I would like to see us win games, but I would much rather us just kind of tank the season in a way so that way we can get a high draft pick.
Yeah, Ashton
Who you,
Jetty's not looking so bad, right?
He's
Who you
not,
looking
bro.
to draft? Who do you need?
The running back from
Genty?
Genty,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
he's a beast. And
Yeah, no Joe Jones. You're going O-line, though. I feel
O-line
it.
on
I feel it in my
That's a
bones.
whole nother thing that we got to take care of, and it's just Jerry Jones. He's a whole problem in itself. Probably the main problem I see in my eyes is the main problem with that team. But until he either sells the team, which I don't think is going to happen, or unfortunately is no longer with us, I'm not praying on a death or anything like that because I'm not like that. But I just hope that something happens that it'll put us in a good position to be a winning team again. And we're not far from that. Like I told
Sell
you
the
guys
team
earlier.
to Salvies or what?
I don't know. Sell the team to somebody who even maybe if he steps down and gives this team to, or not gives, but puts his son in charge of the team, maybe that might change the aspect of things. But it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, my hatred runs deep towards your team. You've known this.
No, I get it,
Yeah,
and my
but-
hatred towards the
But I'm gonna be real honest with you right now, and this is non-hate at all. You could call me hater no matter what. Y'all are fucking ass.
We are.
And no, let me just explain why. It's not because of Dak. Dak has been playing mid. He hasn't been playing the best, but it's just you guys. I forgot who said it. Was it Stephen A. or was it Kendrick Perkins? But I forgot who said it. But y'all are such a fucking soft team. It reminds me of the Eagles of last year.
We are. We're extremely undisciplined for as many
Yeah.
penalties that we get a game, and it's like our defense. Like no Mike Zimmer, Mike McCarthy. Nobody on the coaching staff of the Dallas Cowboys does anything to discipline the team.
No, I can tell. And because just the way you see reaction, and then it's just the same shit over and over. It's holdings, especially on Tyler Guy. And I'm not going to doubt it just because he's a rookie. You can't judge him. But it's just the way, and you're just soft, man. You're getting beat in the trenches. You're getting beat on the O-line.
You guys, I'm sorry.
No,
go
go
for
ahead.
it.
No, I was going to say I was just going back to what Charlie said. We're getting beat in every aspect of the game. The O-line, the defensive line, safeties, cornerbacks, everything.
Can't make
We
tackles
just
either. Yeah.
Can't make
And,
tackles. We're tackling like a high school team.
And you know what I love about your team even more is you guys could be getting fucking blown out. It happened twice this year with the fucking Niners and the Ravens,
And the
but
Saints.
they give your
And
fucking
the
no.
Giants.
What I'm saying is they give you fucking your delusional ass fans hope in the fourth quarter. They give them hope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Fucking break it down at the
And
end.
that's one thing.
And I just love to see it.
yeah. And then fans will say, and I'm not saying Daniel, but a lot of fans, especially one delusional ass fan who might be listening. His name is fucking Chavo, and he is like, Dak's been playing good. Look at the stats, and I'm like, no.
The
Dude,
stats have been awful.
The
though.
garbage time yards. He's a garbage time merchant. I'm sorry. He's a
Our
garbage
whole-
time merchant.
Our whole team is just garbage time. I mean, you saw against the Ravens game, they were down by so many points.
And then they
the
came
fourth
back, and
quarter,
then
they
and
started.
then they're like, well, we made it a game. We almost came back. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
but the game was over.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
It's garbage time.
Let's look at Dak's stats right now.
yeah, and that's another thing too that I can't go back on and save my ass on, is I can't go back and say that look at Dak stats. Like the 2023 season was different. Like you could go back and look at his stats. He was he was ranked second.
Yeah.
Or
I understand.
first in everything in most stats. Him and Lamar Jackson. I
Yes.
definitely think that was a close MVP race. I think Dak should have won it. Unbiasedness, like
No, I
Maybe.
don't think both. I think Josh Allen should have won it.
Last year?
Yeah.
I mean that's reasonable.
yeah.
But between the two, I think Dak was robbed, and it's because of that star that he wears on his helmet. Like
I don't think so.
Nah, that's
It's-
that's an excuse just for fucking Cowboy fans.
I
to
really
go off.
feel that it's the reason why he got robbed was because of the way. I know they don't take playoff play into the MVP, but when they see that this man year after year cannot lead his team when it matters most, that's probably what they see. Because at least, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, he's good on the ground and in the air. So you see the total yards and you're like, well, shit, he's got fucking almost 5,000 total yards. But it's like, all right, well, a lot of them are rushing yards. But then he's such a threat in the rushing game, it opens up the passing game. And that's what provides value for most valuable player to him and the Ravens.
right, and also too, like you can't really like Lamar and Allen haven't really taken their team much further than what Dak has.
I mean, they've both been to an AFC championship game.
Yeah, I
Multiple.
mean, yeah, I mean, I guess you could put it that way. At the end of the day, the realistic goal is a Super Bowl. But yeah, if you want to get into the nitpicking,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's always the same
Nah.
excuse as that.
But the thing is, bro, the thing is, you guys are such in a big hole right now. It's fucking crazy.
it is.
Just because that contract you gave Dak, Jerry is too fucking stubborn to say, hey, we're a bad team.
Mhm.
Let's fucking tank.
Yeah, he tries to bring up every excuse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the delusion starts from the top,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it trickles down through the organization.
And
That's one thing as a fan that I've started to see. The delusion is crazy
Yeah.
because you have to be realistic about some things, and that's something I'm starting to become more realistic. Like I'm realizing what this season's starting to turn into, and it's not good.
yeah, like I had you guys going 8-9 this year. You didn't believe me.
I didn't, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say nothing because anything can happen. But I'm starting to see
Come
that.
to that conclusion.
Yeah.
It's a big possibility.
Yeah, and we do have a couple of bets that we all place with each other. So
Oh,
one of
quite
them
a
is
bit of
will the
money.
Cowboys get over? We'll get 11 wins, and that's not looking very good.
Mm. You also have who has the better record for the Eagles or Cowboys?
And whether or not y'all get swept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a fucking that might be a fucking reality.
I don't know. It's gonna be good. Like I said, it's a divisional game. You can never you can never look down upon your opponent, especially when it's division.
Unless you're the Giants.
And listen, well, even at that, I mean,
I mean, they
didn't
played you
play the
guys well,
best. Yeah,
so,
they gave us a
yeah.
good.
That's tough.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't.
You'll see that face every now and then. We call it the F face. It's like the what the fuck,
Uh,
the
Yeah.
yikes face.
Yikes.
But I think at the end of the day, who we have on Sunday, Dallas or Atlanta, we all are in a poll host. It's just where we are in a group of people where we pick for the year. So who did you pick on your poll host to win?
Well, I made my picks for the week, of course, since I had to make up for tonight. And
Yeah.
I did pick Dallas. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna go in and change my pick because I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I came very close to picking Atlanta.
Damn, that's crazy.
And
What's
the
the
only
reasoning?
The only reason that I picked Dallas is because Atlanta hasn't been that great at home. I think they're 2-3 at home so far this season, and neither are the Cowboys. The Cowboys are awful at home so far. They have not won at home this year. They've been blown out at home,
Twice,
and they've only
times.
the 3 wins that they have been on the road.
which is
Yeah.
even more crazy.
Who
Which
did
is
you play?
hard to
The
win.
Browns?
Yeah, especially after last season.
Who did you beat? The Browns, the Giants, and who else?
The Browns, the Giants,
The Steelers.
and the Steelers.
And then their one loss on the road was to
San Francisco.
San
49ers.
Francisco, and then they're 0-3
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
The Falcons are 2-3 at home, so it'll be interesting to see. I just think Kirk Chains gets it done. I have the Falcons.
Yeah, we'll see.
I have the Falcons too, and I think it's by 15.
15?
Yeah.
That's a little,
I mean, I can't hate on that.
a little bold,
I can't
but I
hate-
can kind of see it.
I can't hate on that take and call you a dumbass. I mean, maybe after week 1, after by you saying that, then I'd be like, okay, you're kind of out there, but I have no room to
Bet the
talk.
Bijan over on rushing yards.
Hammering the
Yeah.
Bijan over.
But
Alright.
I'm hoping we get Genty from from Boise State.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna.
we have
If he
not-
wins the Heisman, he's going top 10.
we
Even
have-
though they don't like to project running backs that high, I think he goes top 10.
Yeah,
so I
I-
think
I
he would
would-
have
I
to
would-
make a
I would-
trade.
I would say he goes top 15, which is a little scary because I don't want him in our. I don't want him in our division.
Yeah, no, I
Well,
wouldn't. I wouldn't want him either. So I wouldn't want like. I don't think the Browns would draft him because they have Nick Chubb still for a little bit. I could see if the Bengals fall apart, they could get him. But
Oh, and even at
Man,
that,
imagine that fucking offense: Joe Burrow, T. Higgins,
That would be-
Jamar, Genty. Oh
that'd
my
be-
gosh,
that'd be crazy. But
Right.
that would be crazy.
even at
Joe
that,
Burrow would win MVP easily.
oh yeah, and even at that, even if he does go top 10 or top 15, right now the way that things are looking for the Cowboys, they could very well get a top 10 pick, and I'm hoping that they would utilize that pick, and Jerry won't be such a fucking dumbass.
yeah. So me and Ev have the Falcons. Daniel has the Cowboys. Moving on now to the first 11 o'clock on CBS. Dolphins Bills. I think it's pretty clear, cut and dry that we all have the Bills.
But you
But-
can never, you always, that can always be a close game too. They always put up a fight against each other. It's always like it's always like the Bengals and the Bills.
Yeah, I feel like as of late, it's been really just not Bengals, so the Bills beating up on the Dolphins
Mhm.
because we saw it on Thursday Night Football when Tua,
To his ass.
did it again. Ev thinks Tua's
That is
ass,
funny.
and he's not been playing too great, but he's also coming back from the concussion. Played okay on Sunday, but they still ended up losing. Dolphins are still in second place in the division right now. You're not even fighting for the division; you're just fighting for a fucking 7 seed at this point.
I would say
And-
this, and I said this on the last podcast that didn't upload, but I said I don't like Tua as a quarterback. I don't think he's good, but he's good for that system.
Yeah,
For that system, I don't think no one. I think he's a perfect player for that system. I don't think no one would do it better.
okay, yeah, that's a fair,
Yeah.
reasoning.
And don't
So-
you guys have a bet too on this Bills and
No, we voided
we
it because
voided it.
Tua
It is-
kind of almost died on the field
again
again.
against the same team, which is very
For real- no, it
unfortunate.
wasn't against the same team.
Wasn't it?
He
Yeah,
almost no. They were
Well,
playing
he
the
got
Bengals.
concussed against the Bills
Yes.
too. When
Oh yeah, it was
yeah.
the first. It was the first concussion, and then when he played, and then
he
seized
played
up.
on Thursday night against
Yeah.
the Bengals, and then
Which is very unfortunate.
seized.
We hate to see that.
Yeah, for real. But
anybody, no matter who it is.
it sucks. But we all have the Bills. They're all also at home. They're favored by 6. I feel like it's gonna be a fucking smoke show.
Yeah, I mean, and there will be no
I,
surprise.
I,
coming
I
from
actually think it's gonna be close.
You think it's
I
gonna be
think so,
close?
too.
Yeah, I say it's like 27, like 17-20 maybe.
And like you said, we all have the Bills winning, but I won't be surprised if the Dolphins pull something out of their ass.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta. Their offense is still really good.
It has
They can
that
keep up with
potential.
teams.
Let's just see if Tua can
Yeah.
fit in the system. And so we all have the Bills, and now going back over, the Raiders go to Cincinnati to play the Bengals, and they're both struggling. Cincinnati's favored by 7. Who do we got in this game?
I got the
The
Bengals.
Bengals, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that the Bengals are the better team, even though the records don't really show it. Joe Burrow's been playing very well. It's just their defense can't fucking stop a fucking nosebleed.
Mhm.
Cam Taylor-Britt has been fucking owned by every fucking receiver they've played. So
That's AJ Brown's son, by the way.
he is the adopted son of every wide receiver one in the league, regardless of whether he's played them or not. So
And I was gonna say too that the Raiders might have a good chance of beating them just because they put up a fight against the Chiefs. But I gotta remember too that the Chiefs and Raiders always play a good game.
yeah,
Against each other.
even when it's like kind of
Well, the Raiders, the Raiders did beat the Ravens too.
they
did.
play teams close up until like the third quarter. That's where they either make or break, which I've seen because it was kind of close when we played the Raiders,
Yeah.
and I was stressed a little bit, and then just when they fall apart on a drive or give up a long touchdown or we had a block punt, they just crumble, man. Like they get punched in the mouth and they like don't know when to get back up or how to get back up.
Mhm.
So I think that eventually Jamar Chase or T. Higgins is going to have like a 50-yard bomb, or it's going to be a long run, something that'll test the Raiders. And whether or not they can respond to it is what's going to make or break it for him, and I just think that they don't.
Yeah, based off of what you just said, we very well could see either a close game or the
Or a
Raiders
blowout.
leading the first half of the game, and then, like you said, they fucking tank in the third.
Yeah, speaking of bad teams at home, the Bengals are fucking 0-4 at home.
Yeah.
Fucking
Crazy.
Cowboys.
They have one of like the better fan bases that shows up to the stadium. So, we all have the Bengals. Chargers take the trip to Cleveland.
I got the Chargers.
Chargers.
I think the Chargers, and they're favored only by 1.5. I think it is going to be a very close game. Jameis
Yeah.
just brings that. Now that he's a vet, damn man, we're old. Yeah, but I think he just brings that veteran, mentality. Like he has nothing to lose, so he's gonna play like he's got nothing to lose, and those are just a lot of the times those are the more dangerous guys,
Mhm.
because when they are willing to take that shot into double coverage and be like, you know what, fuck it, somebody make a play.
Yeah.
So I think that, and Nick Chubb's gonna get going a little bit.
Mhm.
But realistically, the Browns really should have lost that game on Sunday to the Ravens. A couple of drop passes, that one bad one Kyle Hamilton had, but happens for a reason. Jameis leads the way. I still have the Chargers just because Justin Herbert is going to throw for 350 yards, just because that's all they can really rely on.
Yeah, they have no run game.
I mean, they do. J.K. Dobbins started the year really well, but I think once they realize, we can trust the corners in man coverage, they're like the opposite team's corners can trust against their receivers, because their receivers are really not it. Like they probably have a bottom 5 receiver core for sure. Lad McConkey, however, looking really good as a rookie. So, Ev, what are you thinking about this game?
I got the Chargers. I believe in Jay Herbo. It's the Browns. I don't know what the fuck is up with the Ravens and just like
Losing to bad teams.
fucking folding in a very. It's always a weird week. Like you think that they're just gonna run over teams, and I don't. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns won, but I still got
The Chargers.
the Chargers.
Yeah, no, back to the Ravens. Like, you barely lose the opener, and then you go 0-2, but then you steamroll the Cowboys. You steamroll the Bills, who's arguably, before that was the most complete team in the AFC. And then you go out and just shit the bed. Again, it's a divisional game, so it kind of has that little bit of
Beat
a...
the shit out of the Bucks too.
Yeah.
They fucking steamrolled the Bucks.
So I don't know what's going on there, why they're playing so consistently. I feel like whenever they lose in those games, they don't give the ball to Derrick Henry enough. I've seen
That is true. When Derrick Henry's playing like MVP, you need to give him the ball, and they don't do that. And those losses that they have losses that have occurred is because they don't give Henry the ball.
Yeah.
It just makes their offense less dynamic because they don't really have the receiving core to elevate it. I like Zay Flowers. I like Rashad Bateman. But, they don't have that true wide receiver one.
Yeah, not like an AJ Brown or CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah,
they don't have somebody who is like, all right, we have to have our best corner and the nickel or the safety roaming at all times. They don't really have that guy. So I feel like that's when you can kind of stack the man in the box, stop the run, and then once they start to kind of panic when the run really doesn't get going, they shut it down for the rest of the game, and I don't know why. Because you can feed the ball to Derrick Henry 20 times, and he's going to get at least 70.
Or just
to 80
do an
yards.
RPO with fucking Lamar. And,
Yeah.
And
then when we see that happen, it works is because when it works the first time, but when it doesn't work the first time, I think that they steer away from it.
They shy away from it.
Yeah. So, we'll break down the Ravens. They play the Broncos in a minute. So, but leading over, this is probably the snoozer of the week. No, second snoozer of the week because we have Patriots Titans. Ooh, man.
That'd be a rough one to watch. Whoever watches that must be either bored
Or a fan.
or a
fan.
You're not.
There's no in between.
You're not. In your right mind. You got to be shit faced drunk to try and watch that game, because even if you're a fan, you're like, what the fuck? If you're a Titans fan, if you're a Patriots fan, you have something to lean on a little bit. You lose. They played who they played before the.
They played the Jets last week. I don't know who.
Yeah, no, who they played before the Jets? I think it was the Jaguars, but Drake May
Yes.
played really well. He played solid. Considering the way that organization is right now, he played really well.
Mhm.
Last week, you get a good divisional win against a collapsing Jets team.
Mhm.
So I feel like that boosts your confidence, even though you're 2-6. But if you're the Titans, man, you have opportunities to win games. You had an opportunity to win against the Bears in week 1. You had an opportunity to win against the Packers. Was it the Packers? Yeah, Packers and against the Jets. So you could very realistically be 3-4 or or
What are they?
4-3.
Are they 2-6?
They're 1-6.
They're 1-6.
Yeah, and they get absolutely fucking steamrolled. I feel like the Lions could have put up 80 if they wanted to, because they had 50 by the end of the third quarter.
Isn't that when they pulled all their starters too?
No, yeah, they pulled all their starters
Yeah.
in the third quarter.
Had they not, then that would have been.
Had they not, it would have probably been 85.
Well, when that just says a lot about the fucking Lions when your quarterback throws for only 80 yards and you drop 50 on them.
Yeah, and then that's special teams too, man. You give up 100 and you give up over 200 return yards. You give up a return touchdown. You give up 2 long runs. One Jahmyr Gibbs, I think one was 70 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs. One was I think was like a 35-yard run for David Montgomery. But again, playing probably the best team in the NFL, but you still get 50 piece in 3 quarters, man. That just shows a lot of like lack of effort, lack of heart, because there comes a point in a blowout where it's just one team has just given up. And I feel like the way the season already has gone for the Titans, you're giving up right now. Will Levis, not it. You put in Mason Rudolph. I mean, I really don't think there's.
You know how that goes.
Well, I mean, he played really well with us. I think that was just the system. But like going in, switching systems, and Tony Pollard and Calvin Ridley are your number one options. I just don't think it's a recipe for success. I don't think really there's anything much to dive in on this game unless either you guys have anything else. No.
I
I
don't.
don't think so. There's not a whole lot to talk about.
Exactly. So if you happen to see this game, I'm sorry. So now a divisional game coming up. Commanders go to New York. Commanders lead the division. 2 NFC East hosts here. How are we feeling about the Hail Mary? Me and Evander watched that live, and
That was crazy.
That was bullshit.
that was bullshit. So I was staying salty about it. I mean, did you see the corner that tipped it? What he was
Yeah.
doing? He was taunting. So I feel like that's just fucking karma.
Yeah.
But you gotta know how to play prevent defense. You practice it. You're like, all right, guys. There's one thing that we do when they throw up a fucking Hail Mary is bat the ball down, not up. You don't need a pick. You're not playing fucking against your own guy. Bat it down.
Yeah, or even if you're gonna bat it up, bat it forward, not like behind you, because always
Yeah.
gonna be that guy in the back of the end.
Yeah,
zone.
that's the way offenses design it. They have everybody mosh together.
Yep,
and then
that one guy in
The
back.
guys don't go to jump. When they jump, they don't go to catch it. They go to tip it back because they have the one guy in the back. And that's where Noah Brown was. He was in the right spot, made the play. Jaden Daniels launched it on his bruised ribs, and he scrambled for about like 12 seconds beforehand. That was just a good throw.
He threw
And
from the opposite like 40-yard line. Didn't he?
Well,
yeah,
it
he
was-
threw like 60
Yeah,
air yards,
easily.
pretty much.
but it was short. He just
Oh, yeah.
fucking got.
No, yeah,
tipped
but
it,
but the
so.
play design is not always to catch it; it's to tip it to the guy.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
to
a
catch
lot
it
of the
in
time.
end zone. It was
Especially
Fucking
when
took it
you're there.
down.
Yeah, when you're at that point in the field, if you're like at the 30-yard line, you're obviously trying to catch it in the end zone.
Mhm.
But since you are where you are, your best chance is to tip it back. But they're right in the wave. They go to New York, who just got dismantled, by everybody. Just by
Actually,
everybody.
it's gonna be a sneaky game.
It is.
The Giants always play the Commanders well. They
Yeah,
The Commanders barely beat them by 3 in week 2.
Yeah,
Let's
but
not
I
forget.
think that was before that they were starting to get going. I think after that, that's when they started to click. So we're
It was
gonna
just
see.
after that Bengals game when they started to click.
No, that was week 3 when they started clicking.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
meant.
okay. Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna see the same play
No,
style of play from the Commanders from week 2 to now.
I think it's gonna be close. It's
I
not
still
gonna
think
be
it's
no
gonna be close.
blowout.
Commanders are only favored by 4. I feel like if you're betting, you take that. I really think
I,
Jaden Daniels
uh,
plays a little bit more conservatively because of his injury, because he doesn't really need to be running every play. He doesn't really need to be extending plays. He can hand the ball off a lot more than he's used to. He doesn't have to throw the ball 30 times.
Yeah, and
to
I think
win
that's
this
what's
game.
going to make it a close game is that conservative ball play that he's going to
Yeah.
be having.
And that front seven
I
for the
don't
Giants
think
is
it's gonna
nothing
be
to.
conservative. He was even conservative against the Bears.
Yeah, but the Bears are not a team. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL. The
Yeah,
the
so-
Giants are just not very good all around. And when you have a secondary as bad as that, with your pass rush is good, your front seven is good, but when your secondary is burnt toast, you can't.
Yeah, it's just another team that they rely on their pass rush. You know,
If it's not there in
Yeah,
4 seconds, you're
they're
fucking cooked.
they're cooked. But they do have the D line to do that, dude. Their D line is fucking stacked. And they don't get fucking enough credit.
No,
for
yeah,
that.
Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian
Yeah.
Burns, and then Sexy
and
Dexy,
Kayvon-
who leads the league in sacks.
They lead the league in sacks, and Kayvon Thibodeau is hurt.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking.
Well, he got hurt on
They
Monday.
gave no. He didn't even play Monday.
No, he didn't.
He didn't
He
play.
didn't?
No.
Okay, that's why I was like, why aren't I hearing his name? Because I know Troy Aikman said he went down with a wrist injury. I don't know if it was in
Yeah.
the middle of the game or not. So,
No, he's
It's-
been hurt for a while. He didn't even play against the Eagles.
well, regardless, we all have the Commanders.
I do.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants win.
hope
I would be surprised if the Giants won. I feel like this is one of the Commanders, especially when you're finding your stride. This is one that you should just beat them by 10, beat them by 17, and just move on.
It's not gonna happen. Commanders by 2.
By
on a
2?
Game on a game-winning field goal.
The Giants
Damn,
can always
okay.
pull anything out of their ass in any given moment.
Yeah, fucking
just the way-
Daniel Jones is so weird, bro. I
Yep.
swear.
That's
He
just
has
the way
like
it-
1 or 2 really good games a year.
Yeah, and it's mostly against the Commanders, which is funny.
All right. All right. Well, so wrapping up the NFC East battle, we're gonna go to the snoozer of the week, Saints Panthers. Oh boy. I don't even think we need to spend time on this because this is an absolute garbage matchup. Even though they get Derek Carr back, you're 2-6. You've lost 6 in a row.
I'm going.
What the fuck?
I'm winning the Saints.
I'm going Saints. Last
Yeah,
time
I'm
I
going
fucking
Saints.
picked the Panthers.
Panthers, they shit the bed.
Yeah, they fucking
Lost
got
by
dropped.
40.
Yeah,
and what
they
blows
lost by
my
40.
mind, that whole Panthers organization is just lost. I mean, I can't talk about our
Bryce
organization.
Young needs to get out.
He
bro.
does. I don't know. I mean,
You think already after only not even a year and a
Dude,
half?
Oh my god.
what I don't understand is that they're starting him over Andy Dalton. I know Andy Dalton just got in that car accident, him and his family, which thankfully they're okay last week. But and he's fully healthy. I don't understand why they're going to start Bryce
Because,
Young over
dude,
Andy
because
Dalton.
they want to see they. Well, if you drafted a fucking
Quarterback.
quarterback number 1 overall, would you want to give up on him after 2 years?
No, I
Also,
wouldn't, but
you
after-
also
after-
traded that pick to get him. Like,
Yeah.
you traded your first round for
but
Leicester.
also, how much more hope can you have in a player that hasn't succeeded in 2 years?
It's because the players around him.
Well,
like
then
if you
that-
look at the Browns, they drafted Baker Mayfield,
right,
and then they were shit awful,
I'm a believer in
And then-
Bryce Young.
and then they drafted Miles Garrett, and then they were really good. So I feel like fucking you over is trading that first round pick,
but the
and
Panthers,
I feel like if you were to do it, you needed to have a plan. So I feel like
Like, look at it. They traded for Deontay Johnson this offseason. They already fucking traded him to the fucking Ravens.
yeah, they're probably one of
What
the
a-
worst ran organizations in
what
the
a
NFL.
that's what
dog
I'm
shit,
saying. The
man.
Panthers haven't done anything in their power, or had to help Bryce Young.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If they're not going to do anything to help him out, why not trade him off, or like, why put him on the field every day if you're not
Yeah.
going to surround him with talent?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It's
No,
easier said than done.
100%.
I
It
think
is.
you can manage the fucking roster as bad as they are. They could, and how much cap room they actually had in the offseason, they could at least fucking
done something.
done something.
And it's also not helping out the surrounding players either, trying to or switching up between two quarterbacks. Because
Yeah.
quarterbacks always are going to have.
Because when you're
different
flip flopping, it's different styles of play.
It
They're
is.
two different quarterbacks. So I feel like it's a dumpster fire. They need a clean house.
Mhm.
Not the. I don't know if you can really blame the head coach for this shit because this is probably one of the worst scenarios that you could ever go into. Like I don't think any NFL
Shouldn't
player.
fire
No,
the head coach.
No.
You shouldn't.
He
I
definitely
feel like
took a
you
chance
need to
with this
like
team.
the owner. Like he's also has some issues about like whatever bullshit that he does. I feel like you just gotta sell the team. Sell it to somebody who actually wants.
Sell
wants
the
it to be
team's a
done.
little excessive.
No, I think they're pushing for him to sell it, kind of like because he's been doing shit like that Dan Snyder was kind of doing, like
Shit.
being an actual piece of shit to like people in his organization. And again, it starts at the top, right? It starts at the top, it trickles down, and when you look back on that 2015 team, it seems so far ago. So
And the Chem
yeah, so we're all leaning Saints. Hopefully they can turn it around. And to our last 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock here, Broncos Ravens.
That's gonna be an interesting matchup.
It
I mean,
is. I feel like it is, man. Bo Nix catching his stride.
it is. The Broncos' defense is definitely overlooked, I think, and also the Ravens. They're just
Yeah.
PS2 is the
They're
best
not-
corner in the league.
yeah.
Yeah.
By
far.
hands down.
Mhm.
By far. It's PS2 and then everyone else.
Yeah. I feel like if we do another pod on Saturday, we could break down, our top 5 of certain positions. But I think a lot of people, except delusional fans that I know. I know a delusional Bears fan. He thinks Jalen Johnson's the best corner in the league, and I'm like, no,
That's fucking
You've
that's
never-
crazy.
you've
Over
ne-
PS2?
over PS2, man.
That's like saying fucking. Even though he's been playing like shit, like fucking. That's like saying Lamar over Mahomes.
for
no,
real.
I would rather have Mahomes.
Yeah.
But
I think at the end of the day, you would rather have PS2,
yeah, exactly.
and they have
And the dude's only what 24?
Yeah,
And he's the best
25.
I think he's one of the best corners we've had since like fucking Darrell Revis. And I'm not even
Champ
fucking-
Bailey. Those
yeah.
dudes, yeah. I feel like it's so hard to play the corner position these days that
And he plays
seeing
it-
somebody come out of college and immediately become top 5, and then now he's the best corner in the NFL. Props to him,
Yeah,
man.
you don't find that often.
No,
find
you
that
don't.
very often at all. With any position, not even the cornerback.
Yeah. So I feel like I have the Ravens winning just because it is the Ravens. I do expect it to be close. I wouldn't put it past the Broncos to win because the Ravens have a tendency to lose to teams that they shouldn't lose to. Even though the
Denver?
Broncos are 5-3, they have the same record as the Ravens. Their route, to their record is completely different. The Broncos and the Ravens both blew out the Tampa Bay Bucks. So that's that common matchup you can kind of compare it to. But I think Bo Nix starting to find it a little bit. Cortland Sutton, he was on the trade block a little, but now that they're kind of winning, maybe he doesn't want to leave. Maybe they don't want to trade him. They want to see where it's going. So this will be a test for the Ravens to see how they can bounce back after losing a game that they really should have won.
Yeah, it is, and even when I don't if the Broncos do win, I don't think it's going to be because of the offense.
Give me the
It's
Ravens.
definitely going to be. Yeah, I think we all.
Oh no, I think we all have the
The
Ravens,
Ravens,
but
yeah.
it's just not. It's going to be a lot close. It's going to be a
It's going
close.
to be a close game.
I don't think
low-scoring
so.
game.
This is another fucking Ravens of week 2 to week 3 thing. I think they win at least by 10 plus.
You really think? Damn. All right. Well,
It's possible, but
we're gonna.
I don't like Bo Nix.
You don't like Bo Nix?
No.
I believe in Bo. I liked him at Oregon. I
liked him in Oregon.
No, I
did.
liked him. I liked that he got picked by the Broncos. I said that the Broncos could use Bo Nix
Well, as I'm saying, even if the Broncos do win, I don't think it should be belief in Bo Nix. It's going to be belief in
in
that
the defense. Well, the defense also provides
The
opportunities.
defense does carry.
Oh no, they do, 100%. But I mean, when you have a top 5 defense, that's who keeps you.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Expectations,
For real,
yeah.
because in the couple years ago with Mahomes, they had a bottom 5 defense, but they got carried by the offense. So a lot of times it's just flipped.
Yeah.
So and then you have some teams that also have a good offense, good defense.
Mhm.
So leading in, first 2:00 game. This game actually got flexed out of prime time. We're gonna give Ev the floor to talk about the Eagles and their matchup against the Jaguars, who are 0-4 on the road and 2-6. Eagles favored by 7.5. They've kind of found their stride, huh, Ev? I want you to break it down. We'll give you the floor.
Yeah. Let me talk about this Eagles-Bengals game.
Wait, real quick. I know you're going to take the floor in a second. I don't have anything to say about that game. I think the Eagles are going to win that game loud and clear. It'd be a very, very big shocker if they somehow lost that game. Yeah, you would not hear the end of it from me. Even as bad as the Cowboys are doing, you're not going to hear the end of it.
Oh yeah,
but
losing to Jags.
I'm not going to talk shit, and I don't expect the Eagles to lose. So
No, I don't think anybody really does.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So, just so you didn't watch the Eagle-Bengal game, right?
I did not.
You were
know. I was
hunting.
hunting. Yeah.
Okay. So let me just tell you what I felt. That was one of the best wins I felt since 2022.
And what made that feeling? What made you feel that way? What was
Dude,
special
it was
about
just
that game?
everyone's aura, everyone's fucking all our team like combined as one. Last year when we won games, it just felt separate, and it was feeling like that, like at the beginning of the year again. And I was like, oh shit, another train wreck's gonna happen. But dude, our young core of rookies, and Darius Slay gets hurt. Isaiah Rodgers comes in, plays fucking phenomenal. Excuse me for my leech, but
It's all right, Ev. We're not judging, man. We're not judging.
but like, dude, Cooper DeJean and Quenion Mitchell. How the fuck did the NFL let us get that?
That
Oh my
duo.
gosh, that duo is gonna be like, they're fucking Cooper's gonna be Quenion's peanut butter to his jelly. They're just so fucking good.
Or that yin and yang
Yeah,
type
fucking-
shit.
And Zach Mon is such an underrated fucking linebacker. N'Kobe Dean's having a breakout season. That fucking game was fucking amazing. It started off slow. They had a fucking 10-minute drive. But what I loved is that we never fucking pushed down after that.
Yeah.
Because they fucking took 10 minutes off, bro. That was the fastest first quarter.
I know. I
That-
pulled up. I was only like 10 minutes late, and I'm like, they scored. So I'm like, okay, they scored right away. No, there's fucking 4 minutes left in the first quarter. I'm like, y'all didn't get the ball, and they immediately go down. They
Yeah.
punch him back in the mouth, man, and then that's where it's.
It was 7-3 after. Actually, we and the thing is, we still haven't even scored a fucking single point in the first quarter.
I know. Once
just
y'all
think-
find that,
Yeah, just think of that when we, stop having slow starts. But that game was amazing. Jalen back is into his old ways. It's a great sight to see. He's moving way better. He's progressing in the pocket way better. He's throwing down in the middle of the field way more. It's fucking great. And I loved how everyone was noticing that, and he was like, "Bet, bitch, watch this." You
Yeah.
know?
I know. Yeah. So I'll give you your flowers there. We all have the Eagles.
Wow.
We'll let y'all both go on your tangents when we come back from Dallas. That'll be very interesting to see. So
Eagles by 25.
25. Okay, this is where the fandom a little bit comes in. I don't think they went by
No.
25. I think they went by 13.
13.
I just don't
maybe
think
it's a little excessive, but give me Eagles 37-10.
37-10.
Yeah.
I just taking that Eagles. They're favored by 7.5.
I was
It just
watching,
could be one of those trap games that I don't really want to bet on. So
and we don't lose in the Cali Greens. We
they
don't
are
lose in them.
astonishing 1-0 in the Kelly Greens.
2-0.
2-0. My apologies.
I
Sorry.
wish I could say the same thing about us not losing at home, but that's a whole different story again for this year.
Yeah, right, I know.
I know.
Gonna bring
So,
that conversation
We
up.
let our boy Ev here. As the Steeler fan here, we're on bye. So at the very end, I'll give my take what we got going on bye. But now we can move on to the second 2:00 game.
Real quick, going back to that Eagles and Cowboys game in Dallas, of course, I mean, event are going to be at. How do you feel about it? Realistically, what do you think? Being that it's a divisional matchup,
Okay.
yes, the Cowboys are shitting the bed right now, and the Eagles are on a high horse. What are your realistic expectations for that game?
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think we said we were gonna break it down at the end, so we'll break it down
For that game, or do you want
Yeah, no, for that game. Just for at that game, just because we might
Uh,
not record an episode, we just
right.
want to do that game since we're going.
All right, so we'll do that, and then how you feel
Yeah,
about the Steelers
absolutely.
right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
All right, so Bears Cardinals. Ev, what are me and you have had differing opinions on the Bears this whole season, but kind of had a mutual, kind of like love towards the Cardinals and wanting them to succeed.
I love K1.
You love K1 and you love Caleb. Who you loving more in this game?
I got the Bears.
You have the Bears on the road?
Yeah, on the road. I wouldn't be like I said. There's a lot of games that I wouldn't be surprised if the other team that won that I didn't pick. Hopefully it doesn't happen because that's just gonna ruin my fucking
Your pool
stretch.
host, yeah.
My pool host, but I do got the Bears. That was a heartbreaker. The Bears should have won that fucking game. I feel for Bears fan on that, and I really think the Bears are gonna be pissed off.
Okay.
And they're just gonna come back in and fucking swinging.
Yeah, I
And,
think that too.
and the poor Cardinals are just gonna be on the end of it.
And going back to the Cardinals, man, they're probably the most inconsistent team in the league.
They are. They are.
They came back down on the Dolphins. They beat a semi-healthy Niners team back in like week 5 or 6. But
It was like week 4.
was a week 4.
Yeah, I think
Fuck,
so.
this season has gone by quick.
And that's not a surprise either because they've just been an inconsistent team the last 3 years.
Yeah, but I think now that
Years.
they have K1 back officially, because last year when K1 came back, it was off a torn ACL. It was the middle of the year. They had already been in the position to where they're not going to win a division or get a playoff spot. So I think this year seeing them, and then with Marvin Harrison Jr., they don't give him the ball consistently. There's games he'll have 2 targets, games he'll have 5 targets, games he'll have
Hit or
8
miss.
targets, and I'm like, the games that he's gone off in, he's fucking done really well.
Mm.
And the Cardinals have done really well. And I think riding the momentum of getting that walk-off field goal on the road, you come back home. I'm just a firm believer in the Cardinals, and I don't know why. I have no attachment to the Cardinals whatsoever, but I have the Cardinals winning this game. So,
Just to set a friendly reminder, Charlie is a big Caleb Williams hater.
I'm not a hater. I just think he's going to be a bust. In college, I thought he was going to be a bust. He should have gone to the league after his Heisman season, but he didn't. So I think that kind of fucked him over a little bit. I also wouldn't have wanted to go to the Panthers. So, touche.
Good job.
Yeah, it's a bullet dodge there. But I mean, I gave him credit. I gave him credit when he was winning the games, and I'm like, he's playing really well.
They should have won last week. They should have won last
Oh
week.
no, they should have, man.
Yeah.
But karma's a bitch. I feel like that was just karma.
Tariq Stevenson.
Yeah. So I think you have the Bears, or the Cardinals, Daniel.
I don't know who I picked in the Pool host.
Just right now, who do you have? It feels like a toss-up. Kind of.
It is, especially since I didn't watch any of the games last week. Like, I don't really know how each team performed. I'll probably take...
Cardinals are at home.
man. Give me the Cardinals.
Cardinals? All right. Well, so this is the first game I think we've disagreed on. So...
Yeah,
we-
like, it's a very toss-up game. Like you said, anything could happen between the two games.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I 100%.
I just think the Bears are going to come out swinging.
Yeah,
They're pissed off.
Yeah, they
I would be too, and I would be I would be taking it out on that fucker at
Yeah.
practice every day. I'd be like, you,
Fucking-
29, line up on me right now. And I feel like the one that I think they should bench him.
For real.
2,
They're going to have Caleb Williams paint his nails for that.
Please don't say that.
do not.
That is one thing I just
Oh my
disagree with in so many ways.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, we're
So
not
let's
gonna-
let's not get into that. Let's move over now into
Let's bet Eagles Cowboys loser has to paint their nails for a week.
oh
You got me
shit.
fucked up.
Oh, that's actually oh yeah, are you guys doing a jersey swap? I
Yeah.
feel like you guys should do a jersey swap.
How much money do we have on it? Like
No,
$100?
You guys have at least 100 and then on the sweep and then on the records and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like just add the jersey bet. Just
I'll
for
add the
shits and
jersey
gigs.
bet right now.
Where does this jersey bet take place and what are the fucking...
It just takes place when we get back from when we get back. It is not at the stadium because then that would be weird because then it would be like a little
No
bit.
post. It's going to be kind of like our situation.
Yeah, no post.
Cowboys.
It'll just be for
take
us.
Yeah, take a picture.
No, let's
Oh.
post it.
No.
Let's post it.
Let's post it to this Instagram. Let's post it to this one just because it's the three of us. I think if we
Yeah.
post it to this one, that would be fine.
I can't disrespect my pride like that.
Okay,
I
fine.
can't.
If how about this?
I've
If
already
we're allowed to post that, we can also post when he lost last year and when I lost to this year. So we're all in one post
I-
posting the 3 pictures of us in a jersey
But
swap.
he also
agree with that.
lost last year.
No.
No.
Yeah,
not
when
last
the
year.
Eagles when the Eagles beat the Cowboys last
Did
year.
you do a jersey swap?
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, the last
I
time
have
we-
the pictures.
We've only done one jersey swap, and that was in
High school.
high school. I was junior year of high school.
I'll pull this shit up.
All right, he's pulling it up. He's got the
Yeah,
receipts.
there's no-
But I feel like that's a fair point, Daniel. I think we should do that.
There's only been one time that I know. I would remember if I put a fucking
Eagle
Eagles
jersey.
jersey on more than once.
For burns your skin a little bit.
It
Putting the
does.
ops team
It
on.
hurt.
I could not imagine myself wearing a fucking Ravens jersey. Ugh.
I mean, we say you wear a Cowboys jersey.
Ugh. I look at that shit and I
Oh,
throw
shit,
up a little
no,
bit.
It was Chavo. Never mind.
It was Chavo, yeah.
Yeah.
Bum ass Chavo,
Oh.
yeah. And then he was making excuses during bowl. It's too tight. It's too
Yeah, but
hot.
then
I'm like,
also-
shut the fuck.
Right, but then Chavo got his get back, and then
He did.
and
So I
Dak
feel like-
ended up
I feel
wearing
like
the
that.
CeeDee
If-
Lamb jersey, or was it Dak?
If the Eagles win,
CeeDee Lamb.
we do the jersey swap. We post it on one Instagram story, the 3 of us in our jersey swaps. I feel like that's fair.
On this
On this Instagram.
this Instagram.
On this Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's shake on it right now.
You agree with that?
Wait, what?
Jersey swap. Post. Got it?
But all three of us.
All three of us have to
Last-
post it.
yours from
Our
last
jersey
year?
swap.
Why the fuck do I have to post something that I'm not losing?
Because
Because-
it's just all of us in a jersey swap because
Nah,
we're
nah,
all getting
nah.
embarrassed.
We've all put on a different jersey of the opposite team that we hate. So
Yeah.
it's only gonna
Why
go.
the fuck would I post something if I'm not gonna lose it? If I lose, I'll post it.
All right.
I
What do
kind
we
of get
do?
where he's coming from because there would
Okay.
be no point of.
Yeah, there would be no point of fucking posting
'cause he's gonna
myself
get- he's
in a
gonna get
fag ass
posted either way.
Cowboys fucking not costume, fucking jersey.
It is a costume.
Yeah, it is
'cause they're
Halloween,
clowns.
but
fucking-
All right.
Hell,
All right. You know what? Fuck it. One post, and it's just the loser of the game.
No, I'll take a picture, no post. If he doesn't want me posted, then
Bitch.
okay.
Oh,
All right, no, you wanna go bitches? All right, you gotta be posted too. If me and him,
why do I have to be posted?
because it's all in one season.
Oh, one
It's all
season.
in
What the
one
fuck?
season.
Wait. Okay. So
I
wait.
can see
So
it.
what if?
Hey,
What if you guys beat them again? Like, what if like the game they play in Philly, you guys win? So then we all have to, since we all get fucked over.
we're all getting fucked over in the situation. That's why I'm saying why.
And then
even
what
go
if
to
we
the
beat you
16?
guys in week 15?
I'm gonna do that fucking jersey bet with you because you have a heart on your team right now.
Hey man, we're thriving. You're gonna
You're
understand why.
not thriving.
We're thriving. What the
You're
fuck you
not
mean? We're at the top of
thriving.
our division. We're at the top of our division, Ev.
You barely beat the Giants. Won
Hey.
by 8.
Hey,
And you lost to the
Okay.
Cowboys. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
Hey,
you got that was a
I think
big
we've
spot.
I think we've
Uh,
steered off track here.
yeah.
I don't
No,
want
we're still on track. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do the bet, no posts?
I'll do the bet no post then.
Okay.
Because you're gonna
So
be
just-
a bitch.
No.
Okay, what
it's
if?
not
How
being a
about
bitch.
this?
Come on.
What if it's split and you both do a jersey bet, then you post each other for the season?
I agree with that.
I think that's fair. It's
Okay.
split.
Games.
What about if we sweep your asses? Because I know we will.
a picture in
You
two.
have-
A picture in
no,
two
no.
different Eagle jerseys.
No, it's
No,
just
no.
one picture.
No,
You have
two
to
pictures,
put-
one from each game, but in different Eagle
You
jerseys.
have to put it as your profile pic for a week.
Okay, now you got me
Oh.
fucked up. No, you got me fucked up.
Yes. No, it'll be this
I'm this confident.
Instagram's profile
No,
picture for a
no,
week.
no, because it's not fair. Because
No, not your
I didn't-
personal one. This one.
No, his personal
No,
one.
Your personal one?
Fuck
I feel
no.
like it'd be funny if it was this one too.
Yeah.
No, because how is that
Both.
fair for the bet that me and you made? How is it fair for the bet that me and you made against the Steelers and Cowboys?
But
we
it's a little bit-
mutually agreed to just taking the picture. We both said no.
Yeah,
post.
that's your
Yeah.
best. That
That was a different bet.
Yeah, that's
so
a
this is
different
between
bet.
you
That
guys
was a
because
bet
you
we
guys
had
are division
agreed on.
rivals.
That's a bet we both agreed on. I don't agree with fucking our bet.
Oh, it's because
You're-
his cuss is salty, Ev.
I'm not salty, but
Yeah, you're sounding a little salty, buddy.
look at the
I'll-
look
I'll-
at the Cowboys
do-
team. And if we were playing good into our standards, then
okay,
I'm okay.
I'll do that because your team's fucking ass.
Okay.
All right, so we'll take one picture. You guys won't be able to see it. Maybe like 5 years down the line, we'll pull it back up. If-
Maybe
If Rail hasn't lost
maybe
it
in
by
the
then.
story, depending on how the two games, because we do play each other twice this season. Depending on how the two games go, maybe at the end of the season, after that second game, then we can decide.
If you guys split, I feel like we should just post 1 and 1.
yeah,
And do you want to do the Eagles Steelers? Whoever wins, post it.
Post it?
Yeah.
You know what?
okay.
I-
Now see,
No,
you're
no. Shut up.
Yeah. Shut up.
No, listen to me. If you fucking listen to me, I'm like, you know what? I don't hate the Eagles. I fucking hate the Cowboys. I don't hate the Eagles, man. They're same state.
Now you're being a fucking kiss ass.
It's not a kiss ass.
Exactly what you're being. No.
The state of
No,
PA
no,
is
no.
thriving right now. So I don't hate the Eagles nearly as much as I hate the
It's
Cowboys.
not about you hating the Eagles. It's
Yeah, it
about
is,
a high
absolutely.
horse that you're on with the Steelers. and
I'm
he's
on a-
not liking it, and his the high horse.
don't
he's
care,
on with
bro.
the Eagles, and you don't like it.
I don't care.
Don't say you don't care. Because
I'm gonna shake on it right now. Shake on it right now.
Post? Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say because
Because it's not nearly as embarrassing as fucking posting with a fucking Cowboys jersey on. That shit was awful. I don't
Yeah.
ever wish that upon my worst enemy.
And don't say
For
that.
real.
Hey, and also don't say that you don't hate the Eagles or you
I
don't
don't
care
hate
about
the
them.
Eagles nearly as much as I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, but one of the games that we went to watch at his house this season, at the end of the game, when me and you got in the car after they had won, you said, "I fucking hate how much shit Evander was talking. I'm gonna go for the Eagles. I'm gonna go for the Cowboys. I hope the
You
Cowboys
said
beat
that?
you
You
in,
fake
in
fucker?
No, he did. See, that's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
a fucking kiss ass.
I said no because you guys were so fucking good. I think it was the game you beat the.
weren't
It
even
was when you
good.
beat the
They
Chiefs.
weren't good. They
No,
were
it was when you guys
winning.
beat the Chiefs in overtime, and you were fucking on a high horse. And I'm like, part of me wants him to lose to feel humble. That's what I said. Part of me wants him to be humbled.
The Chiefs. They didn't play the Chiefs this year.
Last year,
No,
dumbass.
this wasn't last
This
year.
year?
This year, when we got in the car, actually, I think.
What game
I
was
don't
it?
know if Ev wants me to mention the name, but when Evander had his
When he was with his significant other.
yes, when he was with a significant other, after that game.
What game
he
was
on
that?
his-
Was it the fucking? There was no way it was week 1. No, because she's only been there for 2 games.
and they won both those.
They lost the one. It was week 1 and week 2.
First game. It was the first game when he walked her to her car and they
Yeah.
got in the car for a while, and then he came and we went and ate. Where did we go eat?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. When we were waiting for him to come back to the car after they had just won, you fucking told me I can't believe how much fucking shit Evander's talking. He's all
Oh, was it when they beat the? Was it when they beat the Packers?
might have been.
On week 1?
Yep. No, it wasn't.
No, there was no way it was that game.
No, it was week 2 or week 3 when his significant other went and watched the game with us. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. When we were waiting for him to get in my truck, you said, "I can't believe how much shit
Oh,
Evander's
that was
talking."
after the Packers.
Yeah, he straight up said, "I hope I might be rooting for the Cowboys in."
I
When
never
we go
said
to,
I would ever root for the Cowboys.
No,
I
no,
said
no,
bro
no.
needs. I said bro needs to be checked a little bit.
No, you did
Humbled.
not. No, you're not. You,
I never
you,
said
no,
that I
no,
would
no, no,
root
no, no,
for the
no,
Cowboys.
Fuck no. No, you said you hope the Eagles lose to us in Dallas because of how much shit Evander was talking about the Steelers.
That's a crazy word.
Yeah. Oh no, because he was hating on Justin Fields. I'm a little prick.
Well, Justin
Yeah,
Fields is
he's
fucking
ass.
ass. Oh my gosh,
has
this is
every-
a different story for a different day.
Neither
I'm
of
not
you
gonna do
guys
this
are
fucking shit.
Neither of you
Oh my
guys are on the
God.
top of your division. So Justin Fields has done more. So
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
probably because we
up.
fucking play in a good division compared to
No.
the fucking Steelers.
what do you mean? We're the top dogs.
Yeah, because your fucking division is shit.
Our division is not shit. It has the
It
Ravens.
is shit.
It's fucking.
Oh,
awful.
It's
yeah.
the same as your division. It has
Yeah.
2 really good teams and 2 ass teams. No, 1 mid team, 1 ass team.
But
That's what the Browns. The Browns are ass. The Bengals are
No,
mid.
he was fucking saying how like the AFC North is the best division.
But even
It was statistically going to be. It was supposed to be the best division.
last
of
year
football.
for a certain part of the season, wasn't the NFC East the best division in the league?
No,
Yes.
no, it was the AFC North because every team
Wait,
finished
last
over
year?
500.
last year?
Yeah.
No,
No.
every team
It
finished
was the
over
year
500.
Before that.
Yeah.
because
You're right. You're
Anyway.
You're right.
Because the fucking Giants made the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's what earned Danny Dimes 140 mil.
Damn.
Okay, we have definitely steered way off course. So Lions Packers. This is probably the most anticipated game of the week. Who do we got?
I got the Packers.
I have the Lions.
I got
Why do you have the Packers?
They're at home.
Isn't Jordan Love questionable also?
If he doesn't play, I'm switching my pick. But if he plays and if he's healthy enough, I got the Packers. I think they split.
I don't know, bro. The Lions are fucking. They're very powerful.
They.
I don't even. That's the only way I can put it, bro. They're
Yeah,
fucking.
they're powerful.
I don't even know what other fucking way to put it.
Sounded like a fucking kid that just left somewhere. You know what I mean, bro.
I don't know what else to say
You're
about
like,
the
you're like,
team,
watch
bro.
out with that bat. He's very powerful.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
You know, every time I see them play, you know what they bring, Rail? You know what they bring.
They bring the
They
boom.
bring the boom.
Oh man.
Oh, my
we watch
God.
too much TikTok.
Dude, no, those fuckers are everywhere, dude.
They are
You can't
fucking
escape them.
starring on the fucking
On the Tonight Show with
Jimmy Fallon. What the
Yeah,
fuck
bro,
is
eat the
shit?
double chunk chocolate. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? What am I
And then
watching?
fucking Jimmy Fallon's like, he's like,
Not
here
enough.
I go eating the double chunk chocolate cookie.
And then he's all boo, and then fucking, oh my god, yeah, we're fucking dumb.
But no, I gotta give the Lions the credit that's due, especially. And I think it just starts with Dan Campbell. He's an excellent coach. He may make some fucking dumb decisions on fourth down scenarios, but he's not scared to take his risks. And
No, yeah. I feel like he the brass balls that bro plays with, it's respect.
It's a
think
division
he's-
rival, boys. It's gonna be one.
No, it is gonna be a close game. I don't think it's gonna be a
it's
blowout.
gonna
No.
be. It's gonna be. They're gonna split.
Wait,
Oh,
where's it at? Is it in
it's in-
Green Bay or
it's
is it
in-
in
It's in Green
Detroit?
Bay.
It's in Green Bay, but it's gonna be 51
So-
degrees. It's not gonna be a cold weather game. It's just gonna be.
Yeah,
Do you
Detroit's
think,
also not used to playing
Do you
outside.
think the Lions are gonna sweep the Packers?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
for
fucking
sure.
crazy.
It's a big possibility.
The Packers are fucking. Do you
No, they're
guess
good.
The Packers are 6-2.
No, they're good, man. I'm not saying that they're not good. It's just I think the Lions again, they're powerful.
When it's a really good team versus a great team, usually they split.
That's true. And the
I know,
Packers are
but
able
you never know where they could be at
Look
the
at
end of
like
the year.
what the fucking the Eagles and Cowboys last year. Good team. They split. It's gonna happen. They're
Okay.
division rivals.
All right, I think we can. We'll see where we're at the next time they play and what the team's.
Yeah, I'm
looking
gonna fucking give you both shit because the Packers are gonna win.
like. Okay, that's,
Hey, I'm not fucking riding on a high horse with the Lions. I'm
yeah,
just
you
saying
are.
you
Yeah,
literally
you
just
are.
called them powerful.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are. They're a
You sounded
good.
like,
They're an
you sounded like a scared little boy saying that to you, bro. You're like,
That
No.
man over there is powerful.
They're an excellent team, bro. I take
Alright.
them over most of the teams in the NFC.
yeah. Well, you did. The Cowboys did get fucking pegged by them, so.
Pegged is a strong
Egg
word to
is fucking
use,
crazy
but
work. Yeah. All right, let's. We're kind of yapping a lot, so hence the name maybe on the pod. Rams Seahawks. I have the Rams.
I have the Seahawks.
Who did
Well-
I have? Is it in Seattle?
Give me Seattle.
Yeah, give me Seattle.
I'm taking the Rams. I think just the Rams.
Uh,
Even though they got fucking bailed out in that game against the Vikings. Well, I'm not gonna say bailed out. Just
Are the
because
Rams back? Are they gonna go on a roll?
No.
I think yes, only because the division they play in is so wide open. Where
It
there's
is.
no clear favorite. They're all tied. The Rams are only the last in the division because they got the bye week early.
Yeah.
The rest of the teams are 4 and
still-
4.
I still think the Niners win the division.
Barely.
the Niners.
Barely.
Yeah, I feel like sneaky could be the Rams, sneaky could be the Cardinals, but it really should be the Niners.
Yeah, they're gonna get CMC's returning after their bye week.
Thank
Yeah.
God for my fantasy. Christ, bro. Oh my
Well,
God.
You have McCaffrey.
In Serrano's league.
Mm.
Shout out Serrano.
Who the fuck has McCaffrey in our league?
I think it's
Serrano.
Is this
Yeah,
Serrano?
it is Serrano.
Oh my fucking gosh!
I don't know what about that fucking guy, bro, but
Well, he's kind of falling off. He's 5-3 right now.
Yeah, but he always decides to pick it up at the end of the season. I don't know how.
Oh no, he does, bro, and he always fucking wins the league, and it pisses
It
me
is.
off.
I don't know. Fucking.
But
I
he's
lost
ass in
2 or
his
3
league.
years
I
in a
beat him
row.
last week, so Mike, sorry, bud.
They hate him when you. They hate you when they ain't you, Serrano. Just
No,
remember
no,
that.
I'm not hating. I just don't get how it's every
Every year, it's
year,
just
bro.
it's mind-boggling.
Every year.
bro.
Yeah.
Especially coming from me, who's lost to him 2 or 3 years back to back
In the championship, yeah.
Fucking place.
You know, he just knows ball at this point, man, and I really would love to have him on as a guest eventually down the line when we're not in this cramped room. So maybe you might see a studio change in the coming, weeks or so.
Yeah.
That's for another day. Colts Vikings Sunday Night Football.
That's a fucking stinker. They should have. If they were gonna flex my fucking Eagles, they should have flexed it to the fucking Rams. I mean, not the Rams, the Lions and Packers.
I feel like it's the only game you flex it.
Yeah, why the fucking Vikings and Colts starting fucking ancient fucking 100-year-old old ass Jerry Jones, fucking Joe Flacco?
For real.
Are you fucking serious?
I know. It's tough.
Check
So,
your head, Rayo.
I really feel the Vikings should smoke them.
They're gonna fucking mollywop the Colts. I think it's gonna be like fucking 30-10. And then it's gonna be. I'm gonna sleep by fucking halftime. I'm sleeping good that fucking.
We're sleeping good Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen.
Real quick, I don't know if Anthony's dad Brian's out there watching this podcast, but how do you feel after that Vikings and Lions game?
Oh yeah.
Is that Halloween party? You guys
he
were
was
talking
so
all
much
that shit.
All that shit, yes. They
All
were
that
so
shit.
confident.
Now
So,
they're 5-2. They were 5-0 that night.
Yeah.
But now they're
You're about to
5-2.
rip the headphones
yeah,
off my head.
Josh
Oh, my
Chubbies. Yeah, Josh Chubbs.
Not Chubbs.
Not Chubbs.
doesn't talk shit.
Chubbs, never mind. You don't talk shit, my bad. But, yeah, Josh and, Jaden. When I saw him at that flag football game, he's all, Justin Jefferson sucks. And I'm like, nah, you can't disrespect JJ like that.
What
He's
the
all,
fuck? He
I
said
know.
that?
And he's
You
like,
can tell he's 8.
yeah, for real. He is 8, to be fair. And then Brian and Anthony were like, we're feeling good. And how are you feeling now?
Yeah.
They did get robbed in that game, but I'm not going to say robbed just because 0 timeouts,
They
a minute and a half.
did
you're on
get
the-
robbed.
You're on the. You got to give them the chance.
Dude, they did
And it's
get
fucked
robbed.
up. And I really do feel like the NFL should review anything close, kind of like the NBA does at the end of games, where, if it's like a foul, you know how like sometimes it's like a shooting foul and they're like, well, let's review it just because it's at that point in the game where it's close. I
Yeah.
feel like they need to review face masks. I feel like holding and PI is subjective a little bit. Offsides, illegal formation. They should be able to review that and determine a call.
Yeah. I'm still fuck the NFL. Fucking flexing our game.
Okay, well, nobody wants to see a fucking 20-point fucking curb stomping.
I do. In prime time.
You know what? We
They
also
flexed already 2 games out of prime time. No, it wasn't.
no.
It was the fucking Bengals, but it still should have been fucking 225.
Anyway,
And they flexed that fucking shit.
y'all won. Why are you complaining?
Because.
All right, Monday Night Football. We've made it to the end almost.
Uh,
Bucks Chiefs. Fucking hey, man. The Bucks are just so wounded at this point. I don't see why
I got
they
the
don't
Chiefs.
take the Chiefs.
we got rail.
Give me the Chiefs.
Any particular reason why?
No, they always find a way to win. And a lot of the games this year have been games I don't think they should have won.
Or
But at the end of the day, the talent, they just figure it out. I don't know how to. It's just one of those teams that
It's the power of fucking.
They
they mix up everything.
they are the Eagles of like 2022.
Just had an audio visual issue, so sorry if it cut out at any point. I was just saying that the 2022 Eagles. He's
Yeah,
comparing the
they
Chiefs to them.
remind me a lot. The Chiefs remind me this year a lot of the 2022 Eagles.
Yeah.
The only difference I see with that, I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah,
is I
Jalen
don't
Hurts was the
think they're
MVP
gonna-
candidate. Patrick Mahomes wasn't.
No. Whoa, calm down.
Oh,
Calm down,
oh.
Ev. Put it back in your pants, Ev. I don't see the Chiefs tanking. Or not tanking. I don't see them.
2022, I said.
Oh,
not
oh,
2023.
They made it to the bowl.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
So we all have
Shout
the
out.
Chiefs. The Bucks suck. I'll just go in a little bit.
The Bucks suck is crazy. They're just,
Well, no,
they're trampled.
they have been like they will, not will suck. They just have been sucking, and they lose Mike Evans for a little bit. They lost Chris Godwin for the year.
Yeah. Do you know how that derails a team?
It does.
Yeah, it derails a team.
So
Just,
yeah,
just by their fucking morals, you know.
yeah, morals.
Morals.
morale.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
morale.
You
English
just didn't.
teacher
You,
over
no,
here.
no, no. You just didn't use it right.
Uh.
Anyway, I understand what you're saying. The Niners on the bye week, they get Christian McCaffrey back. They're looking to get a little bit more healthy. They don't have Brandon Ayuk. They'll have a fully healthy Debo, hopefully a fully healthy Kittle. What do you expect for the Niners going forward? What do you expect from them?
What's this hopeful talk you're talking about? Because me and Evander don't hope anything.
Yeah.
We're always,
Hope as in like the Niners are hoping. That's what I'm kind of saying.
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
we don't
Fuck
hope
the
they don't do
Niners.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we know. Yeah.
Fuck them and their fans. It's like they're basically the Red Cowboys.
Any particular 49er fan you'd like to shout out for the one time?
No, they're all bitches.
No, not
There is
even
one
a particular one.
But
There is some particular, but they can't even say. I can't even say their name.
they
No?
can't
They
even
disgust
they
me.
can't even pronounce the
Yeah,
team
no.
name right.
He probably is watching this, but yeah, we love you, bro. We know who you are.
I like to talk shit, bro. Fuck you.
All right,
I always
man.
talk shit to him.
So
We'll talk to him in a minute.
the only other team on bye is the Steelers. if I would have the floor, yeah. So
Go ahead,
That's
bro.
cool.
Take
Wait, we didn't even answer the question about the Niners.
yeah, you did. You just said fuck the Niners.
Yeah, yeah.
That seems like a
I-
sufficient answer.
I think they're gonna be back to their old ways soon. Get CMC back. Brandon Ayuk is out for the year. Get Debo to stop breathing heavy, and they'll be fine.
Lay off the
Everyone
Krispy
needs to
Kreme.
lay off
Yeah.
the fucking chicken nuggets
For something like that.
or something. Lay off something.
Yeah. All right, man.
Lay off
Uh,
So
something.
that's what we expect. So the Steelers going into the bye week. Fuck, man. We always got to make shit hard because
It's not
no.
hard. Just be realistic.
Mike.
Don't
No,
be
no,
a
no.
fucking
We as a team.
wieners. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, Mike Tomlin was. You know, we were thinking the team was like, you know what? We let the fans have it easy the last 2 weeks against the Raiders and against the Jets. You know, they're like, all right, we got to cruise. Let's fucking give these motherfuckers a heart attack and fucking let the Giants have a game. And it really was. It was just. Ed was here watching the game. I don't know if you were watching. I don't know if you were still hunting. I think you were. You were at your cabin, right? We're not going to go into the two-tap toe bullshit by the rule. It's not a catch, so it's understandable. That's a touchdown taken off the board. Again, this man, I've said him way too much in a negative light. Broderick motherfucking Jones can't keep his hands to himself. He gets a fucking face mask call when George Pickens was wide open. It had no relevance to the play.
Hate
Whether or not he literally could have let him go, and he still would have found the end zone. Takes away another touchdown. So realistically, it was 9-9. It really should have been at least 10 or at least
You can't say that though, because
no. Realistically,
the Giants had a call back too.
the Malik Neighbors, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
But that was obviously clearly
so
out of
was
bounds,
the
man.
so was the other ones.
That's what
Those were all obvious flags, so it
I
shouldn't
know.
be nothing.
No, but the penalty, man. That's where the mistakes have happened this year, where it shouldn't happen at this point in the season.
Yeah,
So
but they
you-
did.
Yes, but I'm saying is that if you play the way you're supposed to play, it should at least be 13 or at least 17. But it wasn't. We
sounds
had
like
to
a
make it interesting.
Disciplinary.
Yes, it's a
issue.
fucking issue, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
And it's been pissing me off. Every time I hear
Y'all are
holding
undisciplined?
number 77 on the offense, I want to crash out and throw my fucking phone at my TV because I just can't see that motherfucker. Every time, have a play. He has disallowed 3 George Pickens touchdowns this season, and it
Yeah.
pisses me off.
Yeah, me and Rail were right about Justin Fields though. Bro was holding your offense back.
It's all right. We're still 6-2. I think he did enough. He did enough. That's what the backup's supposed
Fair.
to do, right? They're supposed to hold it down until the starter comes back.
He didn't
But
do
but
enough.
but you said he was the starter. Now he was the backup.
Hey,
Was he meant to be the backup? Because you were complaining.
I was, and then Russell Wilson put up 37 on the Jets.
Okay,
So.
thank you for that.
Russell Wilson's the vet man. We signed him for a reason. Mike Tomlin liked him for a reason. If not, we wouldn't have signed him. I'm happy he's playing well, obviously.
And there was only really
I would
two-
hope so.
There was only really 2 games that Justin Fields held you guys together. I would say the rest.
held us back or put
No, like
helped
you
us
just
win.
finishing like helped you win. Maybe 1, maybe 2. 1 for sure, maybe 2.
Which one?
But I don't know specifically off the top of my mind. But the rest of them, I think it was your defense.
Okay.
Not saying that's anything special.
so-
It's good, but
So let's just go through the games. Against the Falcons, he played horrible.
He didn't play very well.
He didn't play good.
now you.
So
No, he didn't, bro. We had 6 fucking field goals. There's
Yeah.
there was
That-
no
that-
execution.
that was the defense.
Mhm.
Week 2, you played who?
The Broncos.
The Broncos.
That was-
that was the defense as well.
Yeah, it was what,
Yeah.
13-6 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Week 3, you lost, right?
No, we beat the Chargers.
You beat
that
the
one. We
Chargers.
beat them. We beat them 20-13.
That
But we had the game,
Yeah.
the whole game.
Defense, right?
Offense. We were ahead the whole
That
game.
may be the game that Justin Fields kind of kept
Yeah.
things together.
Yeah, he did. He had a good drive and he had 2 touchdowns in that game.
All right.
Week 4, that's when we lost to the Colts. That's
Colts.
your penalty. That was a penalty on the game-winning drive, but he still shouldn't have been. We shouldn't have been in that situation.
I think
just
that was
because
his
we
best game played, and you guys lost.
Yeah, and that was just because of other things. That was
Yeah.
letting Joe Flacco torch you for
So-
300 yards, and then the next week he plays not very well, and we're 1 play away. That came down to the Cowboys really beat us. Like the way if you look at it, you would think that the Cowboys won by 20.
No,
but the defense
not really.
kept us in.
You-
No, though, like the
you
time
sh-
of possession, the amount of
Yeah.
yards, like
We should have won.
we
by
had a
20.
blocked kick, we had a strip sack, in the red zone, we had an interception in the red zone. Right, that's points taken off the board. We had the blocked kick.
For the amount of turnovers you should have had, that you should even have been in that fucking position. To lose.
Exactly, motherfucker. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And Then what was the week after that?
There was only one more
it
week.
was week
and
6.
Russ came back.
Yeah, that was the Raider game.
Yeah, Raiders.
Fields.
He played good that game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then that's when we got the running game going. And then coming in, we put up 37 on the Jets. We're feeling good. And then
That's when fucking Najee decided he wanted to be fucking Derrick Henry.
yes, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. The defense did what they were supposed to do. Beanie Bishop, shout out Beanie Bishop, rookie of the month, man, defensive rookie of the month. AFC rookie of the month for defense. We
Should
were
have went to
plagued.
Quenion, but what else?
No.
Oh
We were-
wait, it's AFC. I don't
Yeah.
care.
We were plagued by the injury bug, so this week actually is really helpful, especially for the. It's still tough because we have 6 division games, even though 2, the Browns, whatever, but it's still division games, so they're going to be hard regardless. We get Nick Herbig back, which is great. We get Cordell Patterson back. We get
Did you guys already get Alex Highsmith back?
yeah.
Yeah, he played
see.
Monday.
He played really well on Monday, man. Oh,
Yeah, he had like 2 sacks. He was there.
And then we get a couple of dudes back. Fuck. We get Cam Sutton. Who,
Cordero.
Yeah, I said Cordero. We get one more. Not on the offensive side. Oh yeah, Zach Frazier. We get Zach Frazier back, which is good. And then Cam Sutton, I really don't mind because Beanie Bishop, I think he's gonna get replaced a little bit. But if Cam Sutton is burnt toast because he's a little bit older, that I'm not opposed to Beanie Bishop being back in full time in the slot. I think we just got to clean up the penalties, the discipline. I feel like the run game we're good. We're building that up. In the pass game, God, I love the fact that we want to take a shot with George Pickens.
Yeah.
I was telling Ev on Monday, I'm like, every time Roethlisberger would take the snap, first play, bomb to AB, PI, catch, whatever. It just shows that that's what you're willing to do on offense. That sets a tone for the game. So
Something Justin Fields can't do.
seeing that Russell Wilson is able to do that brings me some hope, and I feel like it just is a better, tone to set for the offense, especially going into the back half of the season.
And the better quarterback.
That's all in the trust you have in your receivers too,
Yeah, no. Having the trust in George Pickens, who's arguably a
and-
top 3 deep ball receiver.
and in yourself too, as being the quarterback.
He's not a top 3 deep ball receiver.
Name 3 more.
I already told you. AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, and CeeDee Lamb.
Not deep.
I agree
no.
with that.
Yeah.
I still think he also has
That's
he also has one of the best hands in the NFL. I love my boy GP.
He's good. He's
Yeah.
a good player.
He's a really good player.
He's not top 3 deep ball fucking and Tyreek Hill. That's 4.
He's a really good player. He's a really good player.
He's good.
If Broderick Jones didn't love to fuck him over, we'd be having a different conversation. He'd have multiple. I think you're just salty because he fucks you over in fantasy a little bit.
He does.
He does, but
Can you stop?
but that's on me on the Steelers. We play the Commanders next week. That'll be a really good game to see. Me and
Guys are gonna
Emmanuel.
get-
Shout out Emmanuel.
You guys are gonna get your ass kicked.
No. What
No, we gotta go for the Steelers.
for real. I want you to tell me
Fuck
that.
the
Come say that
Commanders.
right now.
Say what?
Who? Even if you think the Commanders are gonna win, are you gonna want the Steelers to win?
Because of the division.
Realistically, yes, but mentally, no.
Ev, are you going to be rooting? Especially with you guys.
I'd rather see y'all win than.
Well, the only reason you say that is because you have a chance. We, on the other hand, well,
yeah, you.
I mean,
Y'all don't.
what are we, 3-4?
Yeah, you're not
We're
winning your
not-
next 2 though.
We're not in.
And then you have the Texans.
We're not in.
Tough.
Ugh.
All right.
I don't know. We'll see. We're
Ooh,
not.
that's
I don't know. The
gross.
Texans
That's
just
what happens
lost
when-
to the
not like,
Jets.
it's not like we're 1-8.
They
right now.
lost.
Dude, 21-13.
The
I'm
Jets.
pissed. I lost $150.
Wait, the Texans won.
Yes. No, the
Yeah.
Texans did not win. The Jets
Jets won.
Yes, bro.
What the?
I don't know what happened. It was 10-7 or it was
Oh,
14
what
to
the hell?
10 at one point, and then we kept going.
I
But
told you guys. That was gonna be a
yeah.
controversial game.
All right. Well, that wraps up our NFL breakdown. If we do another episode on Saturday, we're gonna do a little bit more, niche stuff, not just doing the schedule. Seeing what matchups and stuff we got going on.
So
So
eventually we want to start getting the the NBA season as well.
yeah, I feel like it's a little bit too early to tell. as far as-
it is.
I think just
Saturday.
because the
Saturday.
NFL and college football is in just the heart, we're in the middle of it. We're where it matters
Yeah,
most.
and the NBA is just the beginning. We don't want to sound like dumbasses making
Yeah.
predictions that there's a.
I can't wait to do this shit during NFL playoffs.
Oh, it's gonna be great, man.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we look
Oh.
forward to that. Thank you so much
At
for
least 2
tuning
of
in.
our teams will be there.
For real.
Hopefully 3. That's all I can hope for at this point.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in to the first episode. The second first episode. But now we
Yeah.
got our brother Dan over here. So this is the crew you're going to be rocking with. Let us know what else you want us to cover. You guys got anything else before we wrap it up?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and we're excited for this new journey. I mean, see where it
Yeah.
takes us. Hopefully,
Of course, man.
somewhere good. I mean,
Absolutely, man. It's just when we were, every time we yap with each other, we're just like, might as well just record it, put it out,
yep.
see if people like it or not.
I
So,
wish we'd have started this a few years ago. I mean,
for real, like during COVID or
you
like
know,
after
or even
COVID,
just
that shit
when we were
would've
still
been
in high
nice.
school, the conversations we used to have in the lunchroom.
the
with each
lunchroom.
other, it was just crazy.
Which y'all know about.
A lot of missed things that were said over
For real,
time.
man. But
Great
thank you for tuning in to the first episode. We'll catch you in the next one, all right?